Sorry.
What a weirdo.
Okay.
Stop, you sicko! Get out of here!
You cool it, amigo. I love you too, but give me some space. Are you filming? I'm all of a sudden realizing I really should have used the restroom before I ever even put this on. Well, I guess I should say welcome back. With the dog squeaking in the background. It's been a year, essentially, since I've seen you last. I know, life got a little crazy and we got a little busy, but we're back because you probably missed us, or at least we missed making videos. So I guess today I'm supposed to recap everything that happened within that year, and I'll try my very best. There may be Maynard. Always find the greatest times to not be able to speak English. There may be minor or major details that I might leave out, but I'll try my absolute best. Before I left you, I was getting ready to start beauty school, and I did start that in October. When I started, it was known as Toni and Guy, and then after a couple months, we switched ta-da, to the Beauty Institute Schwarzkopf Professional, which basically meant there was some new curriculum going on, a lot of new products to learn, and all around I think there were some great changes that the school decided to make. Most of my year consisted of beauty school, and I did not become a beauty school dropout. I stuck it through, thankfully with a lot of help and support from friends and family. I worked for a janitorial company. I kind of joked for a long time that it was beauty and glamour by day and then garbage by night. I'm thinking of writing a book. Not really. Continuing, I made a lot of really great friends. Was definitely challenged a lot this year. I learned how to cut hair, how to color hair, how to do some facial waxing, manicures, pedicures. Makeup was a huge part of what I learned and a lot of fun. I actually didn't really know a whole lot about makeup when I started school, so it was really cool to learn a lot of techniques from different students and see their strategies. And one thing that I would highly suggest to anybody watching, if you've never had anybody do your makeup for you, please find someone that would love nothing more than to do that, because when somebody does your makeup, it's amazing. They will point out the beautiful things about yourself that you have forgotten. I think so often we're used to seeing our own faces. You know, you are always taking your selfies, or you're looking in the mirror in the bathroom, or you're getting ready for the day, whatever the case may be. You're always looking at yourself, and so it becomes kind of routine and mundane. But when you have somebody else looking at your face and doing your makeup for you, they're going to tell you, hey, you've got great cheekbones, or oh my goodness, your lips are voluptuous, or whatever. They're going to find beautiful things, and it's just something really special. Find someone to paint your face on for you, just for kicks and giggles. It was mostly work and school and work. Oh, okay, but this summer, I remembered something fun I did. I used to work at a day camp a couple years ago, and I actually worked for them for 6 summers. Great time of my life, and they actually asked if I would come on board and do a middle school camp with them for 2 weeks. So I got to do a middle school camp with them middle of July, and then we took a bit of a 2-week break or so, and then did another week beginning of August, and that was just an amazing experience. I was homeschooled during middle school, which I will honestly tell you is probably one of the greatest decisions my parents ever made for me. Shout out Mama and Papa. Thank you. So we got to do a urban adventure where we went and did kind of different activities around the town. We got to take the group down to Seattle and serve with a community group there called Serve Seattle, and just had a really great time. Got to go to the zoo, took a lot of pictures, even started an Instagram with them, which they loved, or possibly hated. They didn't really say, but I loved it. And so that was the first week, and then the second week we did kind of like a more like wildernessy kind of week where we went on a camping trip, and just like more so hikes and things like that. Yeah, that was a blast. I got a new housemate. That's another big whoop. She's great. Her name's Jess, and I'm hoping to feature her in a video in the future. She is hilarious, absolutely hilarious, and she has that dry sense of humor. Whew, great times. We mostly spend our time eating and watching movies, which I think is a great way to spend your day. In September, about a month before I was set to finish school, I actually lost my job, which seemed super unfortunate at the time. I mean, it's never really all that great to lose your job, especially when it's super unexpected, which is what happened. I definitely was emotional about it, definitely cried. I really enjoyed my job, but at the same time, it opened up a lot of doors. It was a great blessing in disguise because I wasn't working. I was able to focus more on school and actually be at school full time, whereas I was going part-time. And so I was able to finish school. So I officially graduated on October 20th. Which was like, a week ago? A week and 2 days. A week and 2 days ago. So I'm officially a graduate of the Beauty Institute. So that was a big deal. I got to help plan our graduation ceremony, which was amazing. I mean, there was a huge class of us. There were 11 of us that graduated together, which for the most part in anything that I've experienced at my school, you'll get maybe anywhere between 2 to 6 students that graduate. So this was a pretty big deal that there were that many of us. So we all worked together really well and just put together a really great celebration, and it was a blast. My mama flew up from California, so that was awesome to have her here to celebrate. And I wrote a letter to Justin Bieber to invite him to my graduation. Unfortunately, he was probably really busy doing something of high importance. But if you've never written a letter to a celebrity, go for it. You never know. Something silly might come from it. Now that I'm graduated, a lot of people are asking,
well, Ellie, what's next for you in your life?
And there are a lot of unknowns right now, I would say. There are a lot of dreams and a lot of things that I want to do, but right now it's a bit up in the air. So I, like I said, lost my job in September, graduated October 20th. Now I'm kind of in this what to do next. I obviously need to look for a new job. But by not being employed right now, another door was open to where I actually get to go nanny for a couple kids for about 4 to 5 hours a day in Hawaii, of all places. Oh my gosh! This fully, I have not fully understood or wrapped my mind around. I get to go to Hawaii! And I always joke because I'm the Hawaiian that's never been to Hawaii. So, I'm going to be on North Shore, Oahu, which I learned is where my mama was born. I'm talking a lot about my parents. I love my parents. Damn it. I'm super excited to go, and I'll be heading out in a week. So I'll be heading over there for 12 days, just soaking in the sun. I hear it's prime surf time, so we'll see if I'm actually able to surf any of those waves. I hear the swells get pretty big, and I am baby beginner level surfing, but I'd really like to give it a go. So I'll be over there for a couple weeks, then I fly back home, and then I stick around for about 6 days, and then I get to fly back out to be with my family down in Northern California for Thanksgiving. So I'm pumped to see them. Last time I saw my mama was October, but I haven't seen any of my other extended family members for a good number of time, especially my papa. Pretty sure the last time I saw him was Christmas of last year, so it's been almost a year, and I'm definitely going to be doing some hair and makeup while I'm there because why not? I love doing it. Then, after I have spent some time with family for the holiday, drum roll, I'm gonna go to Disneyland! And obviously I'm going to Disneyland because, well, what the heck, I just graduated, and how better else to celebrate but to go to Disneyland. I mean, everyone does it when they win the Super Bowl. And because my dream job is to work for Disney. For somebody that wants to live out joy, what better place to do that than Disneyland itself. So they've got a little boutique there called Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. You guys can actually find some videos of that on YouTube. They're magical. Kids get to come and they get to choose the hairstyle they want, and it can be boys and girls too, okay? So boys, don't be distraught, okay? You can also go have your hair done at the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. Say that 10 times fast. It's exciting. Like, you get to be a fairy godmother in training. You get to talk through this child during their experience of getting their hair done and potentially their makeup and their nails. And they might even come dressed up as a certain Disney character, or they have an opportunity to actually pick a costume while they're there. And it's just awesome. During the process, you also get to wave your little magic wand over them, and then it dispenses pixie dust, because, like, who doesn't want glitter in their hair? Right? I really just want to work for Disney and work in the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and be a fairy godmother in training. I'm headed to Disneyland to celebrate graduating, but also to essentially turn in my portfolio and resume cover letter and say, hello, my name is Ellie. It's nice to meet you. I can start on Monday. It's kind of a shot in the dark right now. I don't really know who I'm supposed to be talking to when I get there. The online resources for working for Disney are virtually impossible to navigate. It's almost like they want it to be hard to work there, which is understandable. I'm just kind of hoping that putting my face in front of them and being out there will hopefully show them that I'm passionate and I'm excited about this, and will hopefully give me a chance. If any of you are questioning why I'm wearing what I'm wearing, it's because I feel like it. Okay, with all of that recap that I'm sure my wonderful brother is going to have fun editing to actually find some usable content, it comes to the point of the video where I want to ask all of you what you want to hear next. Maybe you want to see me do a challenge, or maybe you want me to tell a funny story, or maybe you want to see if I can lick my elbow. I can't. But let me know if you're interested in seeing anything in particular. I love collaboration videos, so maybe you've got a good idea for that. Who knows? Let your creativity fly free. And I think that's all. Like this video, comment below, subscribe, because that's important. And remember that it's easier to love than it is to hate, and to choose joy. Ding! The food's ready.